the next thing that Scott's going to demonstrate is monster walks. Again, this is something that can be done with or without the TheraBand.
Another form of resistance.
Standing or sitting. This is going to be one that's going to be a little harder to do without the prosthesis because there's kind of a circular motion.
So, when I was working with Stanley there earlier, at any point when you bring the legs in, you got to make sure that you don't bring them in too far when you're doing the side steps or the monster walk so that you lose tension and the leg falls. So you can tighten the band up some, but the idea is if you're keeping that in a controlled manner. So with monster walks, you want to start out with one foot in front of the other. You really want to get low, so you're engaging all your muscles here. And what you're going to do is you're going to come in a controlled manner and then out, okay? Keep that band in the right spot. You see what I'm doing here is I'm coming in and then out and forward. In,
now,
out and forward.
I want to bring up now for our people that are above the knee, landing on a bent knee is not necessarily a very good position, is it? That's not something that sounds that confident. So what you're going to do is you're going to keep things here, and you're just going to make it a lot smaller. You're just going to make a circle and an arc on that side, and then on the other side, you can come around and make that.
You want to make sure that band is definitely above the knee and on the side.
And then come through and just make a circle and an arc. So with the side that has your knee, with your prosthetic side, you're not going to go in front of midline. You're only going to go to midline for that.
Like this.
So that you can land on. If you lead with your other side first, it'll make a lot more sense. So if you start with your other leg, it'll make a lot more sense because then you'll say, oh, okay, my prosthesis is back here. I want to bring it back up to here. And then you can come back through with the other side again. Does that make sense? So, we just have a monster mode. It actually can have something that's
called animal.
It actually can have something where you can land on it with it bent, but we're just not there yet. Yeah.
Well, you don't want to go side. You want to go forward.
Nice job, Ben.
Good. No, I understand.
Yes.
What I'm saying is you want to keep this here. So come here and then come forward more. If you can. Yeah, I guess that's tougher.
It's a hard one. That's a tough one. Yep.
No, that's awesome, Ben.
Right.
Yes. There you go. But you feel it, don't you?
Oh yeah. A little compensation's okay in this.
And the fact that she's above the knee doing it without the band.
That's what I'm saying.
So Ray is going to demonstrate how to do the monster walks without the TheraBand. She's actually, and being above the knee, she doesn't have to worry about fighting although you were doing it pretty good, right? Yeah. Yeah, well, will you do it without, and then we'll have you do it with. Good.
You're doing great.
But do you feel that even though you don't have the band?
Yes. That's the exact spot that you're supposed to be feeling. It is all these muscles here kind of on the sides.
So remember before we talked about, everybody always talks about strength training, but when you feel the socket, is it the speed that those muscles are contracting in the socket? Yeah. So remember, it's been a couple sessions, but we talked about what we're really trying to do is increase how quickly we can fire the muscles in the socket.
Look at that. No, that was good. No, you're doing great.
Yeah. And you got to think of the other people watching you that you're inspiring. I mean, that.
What's that?
That is good.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep. Bring them.
Okay, good.